big up, everyone in YouTube land. Chelsea come back at Forest to almost secure European football, and the butt workers help us by beating United. Let's get into this. Big up, everybody in YouTube land. I hope you're all doing well and everyone is good. I am with my brothers JPT and Latimus Prime as usual. It's not been a bad week for the Chelsea so far. Big up, boys. How you doing? JPT, what you saying?
Doing good, man. It's a week of surprises, to say the least. But
Mm.
um, things are looking a little better for us. Maybe
Oh,
things
yes.
are going into our favor. Burnley almost pulled the result from us, which as a betting man, I would have never thought that it would have been that close. But doing right, pretty good so far. Going to be an exciting last match week coming up, so looking forward to that.
Been a mad one. Been a mad one. How you doing, Latimus? What you saying? Prime, you there?
I've been good.
How about?
I've been good.
Yeah, so how's things?
Yeah, I've been good. Um, things are good. Chelsea are winning finally, so you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, things are all good. Things are all good.
Things are all good. On that, all right, on the Forest game, because obviously we came back we took the lead, then they equalised, then they took the lead, and then we equalised, and then we won it. Bit of a up and down kind of game, bit of a funny kind of game. What's your thoughts on it, JPT?
Well, from what I saw, because I had to miss a game midstream from Saturday, I caught some the rest of the matches when I could, but honestly, a game that I wouldn't say that we were the better team. We just got the result. We started off strong, first 10 minutes, ended strong the last 10 minutes, and luckily enough, from there we pulled the results. Good to see Reece James back. Looks fit. I think Prime would agree. This isn't fat Reece as he's used to seeing. Um, but not to get too excited to not to overplay him, to make sure that he's not going to overwork his surgically repaired was it his hamstring. So
Mm.
Virginia's exactly. Big up Crane, and big up Leroy as well.
Get to that.
Yeah, it would be of Chelsea or a Chelsea thing to happen that another former player scores against us with Callum, and then
Who didn't
also
see that coming?
exactly. Well, I wish Petrovic did because that was a hell of a curler.
It was behind two players, so he didn't see it coming for shit. So
Yeah,
I do feel for him. There's not a lot he could have done about it, to be honest.
yeah, but we just wish things could have been a little different on that end. Also, Ola Aina, wow, he locked up Madueke. I didn't even see him the whole game. I forgot he was on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like one thing I would point out that I'm happy to see is the injury list. Seeing that get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Only 8 now.
Only 4, I think.
Oh, is it only 4 now? All right, and on the up and up, eh?
So it's Enzo, Fofana, Lavia, and Sanchez.
Wait, for who?
Foregone
conclusion.
the guy who's related to David Datchell.
yeah. That. Wait. Right, there he is.
There he is.
Notorious. Big up. What's your thoughts on the Forest game, bro?
That game went just like how the majority of our games have gone all season, where we have good spells, we have bad spells, we get Poch gets beaten tactically, but the only difference is we now had players off the bench to make a real impact. Sterling, Nkuku, Reece James. We haven't had Reece basically all season. We haven't had Nkuku basically all season. Without those two, we don't win that game. So, yeah. The next game, Brighton, and then Bournemouth. I expect our quality to beat those two sides.
Mm-hmm.
So we should still have enough. But like, it's awful seeing us play like this and play in spells.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But the thing is, like you just said, right, and I think it alludes to what JPT said. Do you think the difference was in the second half when we come back and beat them? The fact that the tactics, like, I agree with you, the tactics weren't great because obviously it invited certain pressure from Forest. But do you think the quality of player that we brought in the second half, the Nkukus, the Reece Jameses, and even Gusto came on as well, didn't he? So, and all of a sudden we had a right hand side again. It's just like, other than Madueke, like, Jesus Christ, I ain't seen our right hand side ball in a hot minute. Because it's either Madueke, Reece James, or Gusto, and all three. Well, I think Madueke got subbed off afterwards, but it was nice to see Gusto and Reece James back on the pitch because they were balling on the right hand side when they both came on. Do you not agree?
Yep. I would say that, but also the experience and leadership that came from those substitutions as well, because it got those guys to rally back, and kind of, I won't say the end of the game, but it was damn near close. Because I was expecting us to drop points. Like, there goes our European hopes, maybe Europa Conference. Hell no.
Yeah, I was like you guys when it hit 2-1. I was like, oh, not again. Notorious. What do you think? Do you think it was the quality of the substitutions that made the difference, and it was just, or do you think just Forest just switched off?
No, it's our personnel. The fact that we had two of the best, like, creative players in the world in Reece James and Nkuku, as well as Cole Palmer. Like,
and Sterling, don't forget, because he came on and made a difference as well.
We're always going to be able to get the win with those players. We haven't had half of them for the season, and that's why Poch has been complaining about the injuries, because Nkuku and Reece would have bailed them out a lot this season from games that we've been playing. For example, the Burnley game, that could have been a win. The Sheffield United game could have been a win, for example. But those wins would have papered over the cracks of how poor we've been. So I Poch, regardless of what happens, of where we finish, like, Poch has to go. He's been too much of a detriment this season.
Oh, hang on a minute. You just said like injuries is one part and maybe Poch's management's the other. But can I ask you a question? If, and I know you used the phrase just then, covering up the cracks. And I know you're quite smart. So can I just say, like, maybe is it one of those ones, if Poch gets more players in and gets the ones back that he's got fit, can he do more than what he's done this season, or do you think that's it? Just with Poch will go nowhere?
No, because I've been telling people that our squad is we have a top 4 squad, and people have been telling me that no, it's mid-table. Oh, give Poch, yada yada yada. The only reason why we're in this position to finish 5th is because of how good the squad is, and because of how poor the league is. How we've been coached this season, we should actually be below mid-table because of how poor we've been coached.
We should be under 10, under 10th
but because
somewhere.
of the quality we have, Palmer, Jackson, etc. Because we actually have quality, we're able to compete in games and get results.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so it's 2 of 1.
And Nkuku back in these last few games, we're able to really make the difference. Poch has to go. A proper manager would have got top 4 this season, because, like I've been telling people, our squad is better than Spurs. Our squad is better than FC.
Well, wait, not fit. It's not fit.
Even with the injuries, bro. Even with the injuries, it's still better. Bro, we've watched games where Chilwell's played left wing and Colwell's played left back. What are we doing?
If much and maybe. I hear you. You're right, and I agree with you. But it's if much and maybes now for this season. The fact is, like, we could. It's crap, because I agree with what you just said then wholeheartedly. If this was any other season, we'd be 10th, 11th, dusted by about 10, 15 points. We'd have no chance in catching anyone in front of us. It'd be ridiculous. But let me go.
Spurs' squad. Sorry, let me just say, Spurs' squad is not good. Spurs had a period in the season for 6 weeks where they had injury to their defense, and they had to play fullbacks at centre back, and they were able to get injuries. The only reason, to their key players.
Mm-hmm.
We've had injuries to key players, but yet we've had a squad. Reece James has been out, and we haven't missed them because we've had Gusto. We have a squad.
Then he
The
got
manager
injured.
hasn't used the squad. Why are we playing Chilwell at left wing when we've had Sterling and Mudryk to play all season?
Well, that's what amazed me
Why
against
are we doing
Arsenal when
this?
we played Gilchrist. It's just like, what? He got away with it against Spurs at home, though. Because I expected Chalobah to play away against Arsenal and at right back like he did against West Ham, and it's just like he didn't do it.
That's
And it
my
was just
point.
like,
It's the stupid things that he's been doing. I don't trust him with a proper squad.
no, that's fair enough. You don't trust him.
And if
All
we
right,
bring in more players now, if we add in the quality, because we're gonna probably bring in Osimhen and etc. If we add in that quality, we're now going to be expected to easily get top four, and he won't do it. And then we're going to sack him when it's too late. We should sack him now.
I hear you. I've never wanted Poch. You both know my feelings on that because if he's Spurs links, I'm old school, and we're gonna get into links with clubs in a little while because we've got to talk about this. But let me do a couple. Hey, Terry, before I read out some chats, JPT, you wanted to say something just then, please, my bro.
Oh no, just that like the injuries, but man, we were just one Cole Palmer away from being like damn near in a relegation battle. But what I would say
you know
is
what?
that,
If this was 10 years ago, we'd be in a relegation battle. You know that. We'd be like, it's just the fact that everybody else around us has been so poor, like Lanham said. And I hope you both watched my video from last night about this is the best league in the world because it's fucking not. I hope you both watched that. But big up to those that did. But anyway, Leroy of the Fight Week Showcase and the Fight Week Show as well. Big up honor to him and all those other man them on there. Big up William. You know, big up everyone that's been on there. Jordan. Big up the Fight Week people. Hope everyone is cool. How do you support a squad that supported Spurs tonight and played the academy last game and next season bin them all? The fan bit, bro. I'd never thought I'd hear the day when I hear 3,000 Arsenal fans go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to cheer on Spurs. This is a crime against football. Oh, says JP. JPT's been on the Vienna just slims. What's up, the notorious Prime? Keeping it real, Chelsea. DJ Crane. It was close guess to my old nickname. Oh, not so slim. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. Rosie. Wow, that's a bright picture, Rosie. Chicken got the like on Keeping It Real, Chelsea Pressed. Hope you're all well, gents. Sub and smash the likes. Big up to you, Jess. Hope you're doing good. Rosie, sorry. Mel's there as well. JPT, cigarette, your vagina slim. That's how they know they're very slender. Yeah. Laugh out loud, says JPT. Shout out the panel. Big up, Mel. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. Rosie says safe travels are lovely. Thank you, Rosie. Being nice as always. JPT says Miss Melina. Big up the double MG. Tell that to the Super Arsenal fans, Prime. They laid themselves out for a win today. Yeah. Joy boys. Shut up, you kangaroo. Calling me JPT on behave, it's an honor. Okay. Calling me JPT behave, it's an honor. Yeah. We all love that South American funk he's got, you know what I mean? We all want a bit of that, pause. But anyway, yeah. Just briefly on that, right? I want to ask you two this because you're both reasonably sensible chaps, right? Can we safely say that the Arsenal fans have finished twerking for Spurs and Spurs didn't do them a favor tonight? Now, I'll take the neutral. I've got my own feelings on this, I'll start off with Prime, right? Do you think it's fact or fiction that you should be literally twerking for a rival to do you a favor in a title? Give me your thoughts on it, because for me, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. And I just want to hear your thoughts on it.
Listen, first of all, I'm not gonna be one to police what fans do or what people do. Do whatever you want, as long as you're not harming yourself or harming others or whatever. Cool, whatever. You can do what you want. But I find it funny from Arsenal fans. They pretend to be so high and mighty and so, we're so special as a club. We don't do the ugly and disgusting thing everyone else does. We're so amazing. But yeah, what the way they've been reacting the past few days, the way they've been criticizing Spurs fans for wanting to lose against City. When I remember in 2019, the Europa League final, Arsenal fans were saying, I would take losing the final to Chelsea if it means Spurs don't win the Champions League.
Big up, Luca.
So it was okay then, but it's not okay now. I
Look, I'm
understand
not
the
being.
box. Now, if Chelsea were in this position where we needed we needed Arsenal to beat Man City so we could, get up and win the league in the run in, like, would I want Arsenal to win? Sure. Would I even say it publicly on streams and make jokes about it? Sure. But I wouldn't be making Avies and combining the Chelsea badge with the Arsenal badge. I wouldn't be wearing
That happened?
Arsenal. I
Wait,
wouldn't
someone.
be going.
Wait. You saw someone put the two badges together.
Oh,
Yeah. I
This
wouldn't be
gets
going
more
to
peak. The more you get it, this gets peak.
I wouldn't be
Wow.
going to the end. Like there's one thing saying, you know what, Wolfie, you know what, Arsenal, for the game tomorrow, yes, I'm backing Arsenal to beat City because we need it. I don't care, we need it. That's one thing. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But combining the two badges and saying, we're all Arsenal, aren't we, lads? And going to the game and buying tickets off Arsenal fans so you can go to the game in the Arsenal end and cheering Arsenal players on to win. That's just taking it too far, especially when Arsenal fans claim they hate Spurs so much. It's taking it way too far. Now, what I find funny is this isn't a Spurs bottle job. Spurs did their job from the Spurs fans' perspective. This is not a Spurs bottle job. This is an Arsenal bottle job. This is the biggest embarrassment I've seen because from a fan base that claims that they don't do this type of stuff, I've not seen a fan base do this. And I'm not saying all Arsenal fans have behaved like this, but a certain sector of Arsenal fans.
The mainstream ones. Let's just be honest.
Which is so weird because these are the same people that claim to be such loyal Arsenal fans that they, that they wouldn't swap. I wouldn't even swap.
What do we think of Tottenham?
I wouldn't even swap Eddie Nketiah for Harry Kane because Harry Kane's a Spurs scum player. Like, what are we doing?
Well, now you know why I didn't want Poch in the first place. There you go.
It's weird. It's weird to me. Like, it's one thing wanting them to. It's one thing wanting Arsenal or wanting Spurs to win, so City can lose and you guys can go and win the league. That's one thing. I don't care. That's fine. But doing all the extra stuff is weird, especially now in the day and age of the internet. That lives on forever. You can never claim to be a proper. No Arsenal fan who's done that can ever try and banter us because I can just post that picture now.
It's official. It's official, bro. I'm not being funny. We've been to a cup final. They haven't. It's official. We've had a better season than Arsenal. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. They might have got Champions League football. We might get at most.
They're actual pictures. Like, you have Arsenal players, Havertz coming out and saying, yes, we're all Spurs fans. Tomorrow I'm going to be watching it and cheering Spurs on. You've got Arsenal players, Mesut Ozil saying, we're all Spurs lads, let's go. We're counting on you Spurs to win. Like, this is weird. It's weird. Do you think Drogba would ever do that? Or
hell no.
Bro,
Lampard.
When Kai Havertz said that he'd be the biggest Spurs fan.
Big up Thierry Henry. Big up, because he's the only one that just said, you know what? No, never.
Bro, say what you want.
As well. That is bad.
Say what you want about these owners, by the way. They would never do that. They would never do that.
I mean, bro, they said some stupid shit, but yeah.
It's standards. It's weird. And this is why Arsenal don't have the mentality to win the league. You're relying on bottle drop Spurs to win the league. You don't deserve it. You don't.
Bro, you're talking about a Spurs team. I swear they've lost 8 of their last 10. It's like These and West Ham. Does anyone genuinely believe that West Ham are going to go to City now that they're one
Another
game from
London
winning away?
rival.
Another London, bro. They're good. Another team that happens to have like 8 losses in their last like 10. Bro, they've been getting slapped.
You guys aren't on Twitter. You guys haven't seen it, bro. It's embarrassing.
Thank God. Thank God, bro. I'm not. These are the kind of guys and idiots I need to steer you well away. Because the minute I saw a Fulham fan go, "Come on," or Chelsea fan go, "Call on Fulham," I've been looking at him like, "What?"
Arsenal fans, like Chelsea, don't give Spurs that. Like Chelsea don't give Spurs fans that much shit. At least not that I see.
Don't.
It's because we know they're like not really a threat.
Arsenal fans are constantly giving Spurs shit, and fair enough, rivalry. Yeah. I don't care. But Arsenal fans constantly give Spurs shit. But now, when you need something from them, all of a sudden we're pally.
North London United.
What's that? You seen that picture of that meme of like the Crips and Bloods holding the flag knotted together? That was
and it's Spurs and Arsenal. And it's funny, how the only place this comes from is Arsenal, because I can guarantee you all the Spurs fans are sitting there like.
Because it's crazy, because you know there's levels to it, because you didn't see Manchester United do that versus Arsenal. They weren't like begging. They were giving their all.
Bro, if we did that or Spurs did that, Arsenal fans would kill us.
Yep.
But now because it's Arsenal, guys, because it's Arsenal, all of a sudden we can't let City do a 4P because it ruins everyone else's achievements. Good, I don't care.
Well, guess what? If City do,
I'm never going to get to a 4P.
It's officially a farmers' league.
Exactly, I was going to say that.
It's officially a farmers' league, because I'm not being funny. Where one team wins all the time above all others. Hang on a minute. City would have won out of the last 8-9 years. They would have won six Premier Leagues, a Champions League, and a FA Cup. Yeah, man, it's getting pretty farmer over here. I'm not being funny. It's peak, and I'm not being funny considering the top 4 team in England in terms of Aston Villa got slapped up by Olympiacos 6-2. This is the fourth best team in England got slapped up by Olympiacos that no one's even heard of for about 10 years because they've been rebuilding their club.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
do you guys also know about this? Yesterday, apparently, there were rumors that there was a City bus or something outside, like one of the hotels in London.
Oh yeah,
and Arsenal ultras attacked the bus, and I'm like, one, I didn't know Arsenal had ultras. I thought Arsenal's ultras were like troops in DT, but whatever. You have ultras. Why didn't you guys attack the Bayern Munich bus outside the Emirates for the first leg? That would have made more sense to me, because Bayern didn't.
Football makes sense. Nah, bro. Football's not gonna make sense.
Arsenal fans are weird, man. Like, you don't deserve this.
Look, now, Luca, you know what? I disagree with you. It's a shame. Hang on. Here we go. A real Arsenal fan in the building. Big up, my guy, Lion Text TV. Big up, bro. What are you saying?
What are you saying, Wolfie?
Bro, it's got peak for our fan bases over the last 24 hours, my guy. I remember, I tell you what, I want to relate with this guy for a second, I remember when this guy, big up to him for doing it as well, now that we're on stream together. Sent me a message, right? And he said it on his channel, and I'll put the link in a minute. That he said, when Arsenal destroyed Chelsea, he wouldn't banter me because of the way I conduct myself, and I'm not gonna banter him. But can I just say, bro, from one, big up yourself, but one fan to another, bruv, your fans are a disgrace, bruv.
And I want to. Don't get me started, man.
No, I want to hear your view, bro, because I'm not being funny.
From the inside.
The reason why I want to ask you, because and I wanted you here, is because indirectly you helped us when you beat Manchester United on Sunday, because we're competing with them to get to Europe. Now, the joke thing was, I had never, bro, okay, I could understand the idea and the notion, right, that obviously you want Man City to lose to Spurs, but to have the notion that Arsenal fans actually paid to go into the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I wouldn't go to Fulham for free if I was like, if I'm talking with my heart as a Chelsea fan. Bro, what is? Bro, your fan base is now officially the most tapped in football. Please spill the beans, bro. I need some realness.
That's like a Real Madrid fan.
It's mad.
needing
supporting
Barcelona
Barcelona.
to win. So
Yeah.
it's weird. And
Bro,
the thing is,
tell us.
like, whatever. And the thing is, right? I mean, it's weird, but like, whatever. People can do whatever you want, so long as you don't harm yourself or kill yourself. I don't care. But the
Big up
reason
Dazzy
why
for caring.
I'm find it like I'm like because Arsenal fans hold themselves to be this amazing elite special club. We're a family club. We don't do the weird embarrassing shit. We're not owned by Russian oligarchs like Chelsea. We don't have oil money like Man City. We do things the right way. And now you're doing something that's embarrassing. It's weird. What Arsenal, some certain Arsenal fans, not all, what certain Arsenal fans
Definitely
did
not this
this
one.
past few
Definitely
days,
not this one.
what certain Arsenal fans have done the past few days, it's very plastic. You'd expect this from a plastic Chelsea fan or a plastic City fan. I wouldn't expect it from an Arsenal fan to have all the history of thousands.
You know what?
Of
It's
years.
something you'd expect Spurs to do. It's something you'd expect Spurs to do. Like one of those ones where, because I'm not being funny, right? One thing about this is Spurs out of the London teams are seen as the banter club because, Arsenal have their tradition and history. We've established tradition and history, whatever. And Spurs are seen as that guy because, you like the guy that don't get gal. We all go to party, everyone gets a chick for the night, and you're like one guy standing in the corner by yourself. Yeah, I think I'll get another drink.
Looking at my phone, going on the calculator app.
You know what? It is what it is. I didn't. Spurs fans were combining their stuff with City and saying we're City
They
until
said
July.
Fusion.
I didn't mind
Hey, JPT, do it. Hey, JPT, do it. There we go.
What was the mascot for? The cock gunners.
Yeah, hey. The cock. Bro, well, I'm not.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not.
Like when Spurs did it, I didn't mind. Cool. Again, like you said, Spurs are the lesser of the top six. I don't laugh when they do stuff like that. I don't care. Like you said,
they're normally let me laugh.
The one friend that doesn't get gal, he's still my friend. We're not going to laugh at him. But the friend who pretends he's a gallus, I'm gonna laugh.
Gets no girls.
That's Jay from In-Betweeners, bro.
Yeah. That's him.
That's it, bro. That's it. Arsenal are now officially gay.
Got the toe up here.
You're my Arsenal friend. Oh my
God. The things I've seen this week here, fam.
Yeah, but I got here.
I literally cannot believe the stuff that I've been seeing, fam. Bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bruv. It's been
Lionheart, man said Lionheart.
Yeah, big up DJ Crane, man. Big up yourself,
this
bro.
Man's a Thundercat tonight, bro. You seen what some of the Arsenal fans are doing? Thundercat.
You know the mad thing is, Wolfie, yeah? You know the mad thing is, me and Matty were speaking on the phone earlier, and he told me,
big up the Southern Gooner.
About big up Matty, and he was telling me, about like AFTV and them lot, like shamelessly doing a watch along on AFTV's channel, like supporting Tottenham.
Lee Gunner had it on his channel, bruv. Lee Gunner had it streamed on his channel.
Yeah, he literally told me all of this, and I think they had like a poster of Richarlison in the starting lineup or something like that. I couldn't believe it. Like he was telling me all of this, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on here, bruv? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't even care if it's the fact that it's Tottenham that will help us win the title or not. I ain't supporting Tottenham in no way, shape, or form, bruv. Like, that should not even be allowed, fam. Like, that is just madness. And, like, listening, because I was watching Jez's stream earlier, and, like, them man, they were 100% right, man, because they said everything that I wanted to say. Literally, like,
big up,
like we're praying.
Man, real Arsenal fans.
Yeah, big up to them lot, man. Big up them lot.
I'll get them back on soon. They've been on my channel. Big up, Jezza.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, for real, like, it's just madness, bro. And then the fact, that it's you know how crazy it sounds, bro, because I was literally saying it on my channel after the Man United game. I was saying like it's so tapped that we're actually expecting Tottenham to do us a favor, knowing that if they do us a favor, we're more likely to win the league. Like they ain't gonna do nothing for us. Like I actually expected this to happen, so I'm not even like pissed off about the fact that Tottenham lost. I'm pissed off, yeah, with the fact, yeah, that these shameless Arsenal fans, yeah, coming out twerking, yeah, like what Deji says, shaking their bums violently, yeah,
Violent bum shaking, bro.
literally
Violent bum horrific
for
bum
Tottenham to
shaking.
do us a favor, like it's mental, bro. And you know what? That's not even the worst thing. It's the fact that this manager, yeah, against Aston Villa, literally tweaked the team and tinkered with it, yeah. And then we went out and lost that game. And now we're literally losing the league on what, by 2 points. And the worst thing is, yeah, they've
Unai
killed that
Emery.
goal difference.
Bro, you know
That
the
goal
worst thing?
difference that we had there, bro, that's gone now.
Yep.
It's gone. They've literally wiped that out now.
Bro,
So
you
what
know
have
the
we
worst,
got left?
bro, you know the worst part was, right? When you look at the 2 points you
Oh,
dropped, who was that against? Unai
phew.
Emery's Aston Villa,
Yeah,
bro. Talk
yeah,
about you know what? For me, this is karma, bro. It's going round and it's coming full circle now.
yeah.
It's coming full circle. And I was making this joke with a mate of mine in the like Crimea River. I actually said that to because he's actually an Arsenal fan that was actually supporting Spurs, and I was just like, bro, from the fact you're an Arsenal fan, and you deserve to cry. Seriously, and he couldn't
Yeah.
get why. But I was, oh yeah, but I know I need Man City to drop points so we could. I was like, bro, it doesn't matter. Then you say you want City to lose, not you want Spurs to win. I'm not even being funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Every ounce of my being just said, you know what? No, I don't like City either. Because obviously they're, but in terms of the London embedded hatred, I've been hating Spurs a lot longer. We
Yeah,
call
yeah.
them we used to call them 3-point lane, bruv.
Yeah, exactly.
3-point lane. In the 90s, we used to beat them silly. It is actually
Yeah,
ridiculous how
same as
much
us. We used to ruin them. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I mean? And you know what makes me laugh? Yeah, I have to say, you got to rate Spurs, but for 25 years, they've been trying to get into the top 4. You got to rate Spurs, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? No matter the manager, the objective is the same: get into the top 4
And winning nothing.
and winning nothing, bro. This is coming from the same tap, bro. This is how bad your fan base, bro, relied on the same tap fan base that when they got knocked out in the Carling Cup, their owner come out and said, "We've got our Tottenham back," and they believed it.
Oh, bro.
Bro, football's not only bad generally, it's tapped. I mean, it's tapped.
Literally, you could not have picked a worse team to rely upon than Tottenham. Literally, not a worse team than that, bro. Like, I had no expectations going into this game anyway. I knew City were going to beat them. So I'm not even surprised. Like, but the stuff that I've been hearing this week, yeah. I don't know if you lot saw it, yeah. But they actually made I don't know who it was that made it, yeah. But they combined the logos of the 2 clubs.
Yeah, the North London United. I just saw that. I just saw that. That's why we did the fusion thing.
Yeah, bro. Like the proper fusion thing. I was like, nah, you lot going too far now. Like, what is this?
I know.
Like this brotherly romance. Why?
Bro, that's what I've heard. All the Spurs fans are like.
Like I told Wolf, it's like the Crips and Bloods, like flags unified together against the
it's like the Crips and Bloods joining forces, like. Where in the world would you ever see that?
Bro, it's sad, and the fact someone actually used gang violence as well to sum that up.
I mean, it's just as criminal.
Hang on, question for that: will it take Fernandes Prime to smile when discussing football? When Chelsea are winning, I suppose. Hang on, Rosie's asking, how are you? Because I have to say, you do look kind of glum still. You look like, bruv. What's that John Legend performing? He just looks like John Legend. Just goes straight back to straight face. You're right, yeah? Prime, you good? Yeah, but go on. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, go online. Tell us more. I want to hear more about this. Because it's just, right now, I don't know. Can you tell me if this is true? Can you tell me if this is true or not? Yeah, did 3,000 Arsenal fans actually go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Is that true?
Well, that's apparently what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the rumors I've heard. Like, they literally bought tickets to go see Tottenham. In what world? Yeah, like this is Like how you're reacting, Wolfie, is how I've been reacting when I heard that.
It's shameless,
Because
bro.
I can't really
It's shameless.
comprehend this.
Nah,
It's mad.
I feel like I'm walking an alternative reality, bro. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what's this? Like,
It's weird. It's like some of your fans going to Tottenham or going to West Ham to watch a game. For
or
what reason?
Fulham,
Or
bro.
Fulham. Yeah, or even
Going
Fulham.
to cheer on Fulham against someone like Man United. It's like, nah, bro.
Like, why?
Nah. Yeah, exactly. Why? I could do that for my city.
But the worst thing is, it always has to be the Arsenal fans, isn't it? It
I know,
always has to
bruv.
be us,
I
bro.
know,
Like, I
I
don't
know,
understand
I
it,
know.
man. Like, we
I
always have to
know.
be the shameless ones. Like, I don't see no other club doing this other than us, man. Like, it's
You know what?
crazy, bro.
You know what? Yeah, I have to say, yeah, if there's one thing that could have topped up, right? And this is the thing, yeah. This is the one thing I hate. Okay, and I fear for the Arsenal fans. I do adore, right? Because one thing I will say is, right, you've had a season where you guys have been literally competing for the title, and you guys have had a goalkeeper that said out and come out and said he just had pigeons distract him, a defender that says he can't defend, a striker that says he can't score. Salty beef apparently rejuvenated your manager. I've had people say Kai Havertz is a completely different player under Arteta, and still no one can actually explain to me why he's a better player. Because like, if you actually check his stats, they're almost identical. If you look at his stats in every other competition, and I checked this yesterday, right? How many goals did he get for Chelsea in his first season in the Champions League? 1. How many did he get for you guys in the first season in the Champions League? Oh yeah, 1.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and by the way, none in the cups. The other cups, absolutely none. So apart from this guy scoring maybe 2 or 3 more goals than what he did in the Chelsea shirt, what's changed? Right, 3 times he went through against Bayern, brother, and 3 times he fucked up.
Yeah.
I remember, bro. I said this to Bance a long time ago. All you're gonna do is see with Kai Havertz exactly what me, JBT, and Prime see. This guy get into great positions and he never takes them, bro. He's not a killer. He's just not.
He's not. He's not.
Kai's cool as a lad, and he'll contribute to the squad, but he's just not a killer, bro. That's it. Don't forget a politician explaining how to play invert, yet he sucks at it. Bro, don't get me started on Zinchenko Gogo because bro, this guy's been called Bart Simpson. He's been on Piers Morgan. Like, he went the whole Ronaldo route as well. Like, bro, I'm not forgetting what a joke that guy. Arsenal fans, just bring back Tierney, bro. Get rid of that clown, bro.
But now they're trying to get rid of him. They really want him to see him go.
No, he needs to dip, man.
Yeah,
he needs to go.
And Jesus,
Jesus needs, yo, oh my god,
bro, that guy.
You notice that these men are Man City rejects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, bro, trust me. I know all about getting rid of rejects. You cop one. So
yeah, and we keep buying them. That's the problem.
Well, it makes me laugh, right? Because I said this to Tony the other day, yeah? How does it feel, right, that if you have to, like, if you guys do win the league, you have to thank Agent Kai Havertz, Agent Rice, and Agent, who's the other guy? Like, Jorginho. And you were like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, didn't you get them from a dusty Chelsea, right? So if you guys do win the league, are we not in part to your success? Because you got them from us, right? Oh, well, these guys aren't anything special. Well, you just extended Jorginho's contract. So they're obviously.
Yeah, I even forgot about that one. That's another one as well.
26, right?
Like,
So I'm not being funny.
Like, we are finished as a club, bro.
No, I don't think it's finished, but I just think you need to do what everybody else is. And bruv, whatever cloud 9, 10, 11, 27, 29, pause. Like, get off of it, bruv. Because this is the thing, yeah. You know, this is as a Chelsea fan to an Arsenal fan. You know, we've officially, if you don't win the league, right? You know, we've had a better season to you because we've been to a cup final.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Mad, isn't it? It's stupid. Don't get me wrong. Even if Europe and whatever else, yeah, okay, that goes into next season, not this season. Next season, all right. Granted, Arsenal will be playing Champions League football. We're lucky if we're playing Europa League football because we have been so bad. But ultimately, the result is the same. You got second. We go to a cup final. We both end up with nothing. Who's better?
It's no different.
There's no difference whatsoever.
No difference, bro.
None. And that's why I love this guy, because he knows what I'm saying when it comes to keeping it real.
And that's why I've wanted the manager out for so long, because people like to sugarcoat the fact that we're not winning anything and saying, oh, it's progress. Like, the only progression I want is winning trophies. That's the sign of progression. Like he's
Yeah,
been there for 4 years, yeah, and the only thing he's done is the FA Cup with Emery's team.
team.
Since
Yeah,
then, he ain't done nothing. He's been to every single competition he's been in. Since we won that FA Cup, Wolfie, yeah, he's not got past the fourth round of the FA Cup since then.
bruv, why is this guy always
Not
getting
once.
exposed? Bruv, why is this guy always getting exposed at home? In cup games, in the league,
Oh,
in Europe. This guy always
bruv.
gets found out at home. And it's Unai Emery that did it to you. Bruv, that's just karma in a nutshell. That's just karma. That the fact when you look back on it, the only reason why you can't beat is because Unai Emery stuffed you in the second. And I'm not being funny. It wasn't like they beat you a little bit in that game. They slapped you in that second. It could have been more than two. You
Yeah,
know,
could have
Chelsea
been.
is. You know, Chelsea is the crappiest city in the USA. Well, we don't support Chelsea in the USA, bro. There's only one Chelsea in England. Big up the Grey Fox, the ninja, mate. Big up him. How you doing, bro? Good content creator. Great laugh. I always actually chill with him. Well, it's actually more but USA. Yeah,
That's a
pause.
crappy town.
Yeah, that's a very crappy town with more bucks. But yeah, because I'm not being funny, right? Because don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna just sit there and jock out your fan base because I'm not being funny. Ours has been disgraceful, and going into disgraces like guys like Johnny Minerals, for example. He said when you guys signed Kaya Vots, you guys got your Dennis Bergkamp replacement. I was like, excuse me.
I mean,
I don't know
he
about that,
compared Mason Mount to
that's
Cruyff
mad.
too.
What?
Bergkamp.
I never even heard Blood Seed on Fire. I never even heard that one before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did he say again?
Cruyff
he compared Mason Mount to Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff.
He called what's it?
It must have been botched off
what do you
Cruyff.
call him?
You talking
He called him Johan Mount. He kept calling him
You
Johan
talking about?
Mount.
Who are you talking about?
Oh,
Minerals.
Johnny
Johnny
Minerals.
Minerals.
Johnny's said a lot of things. He's compared Mount to Cruyff, Scholes, Modric.
Oh, I remember he made a bold prediction saying Graham Potter is gonna be the Sir Alex Ferguson at Chelsea.
I swear, bro, he just talks shit for
wow.
for some.
I think he just
Wow,
he has like
He
a
must.
wheel of like Chelsea player and then spins another wheel comparison too.
Bro,
And
I
then-
would just, you know what? I would just love to get him on a channel, right? On my channel.
He said Havertz is better than, or is the new,
Bergkamp.
Bergkamp
Bro.
hybrid.
What as a Chelsea bro? Okay, let me say, as someone who watched his whole career in England, big up. I tell you what, yeah, big up, Grey Fox. Take it easy, bro. Later on, stay safe. Johnny Mineral said this, Rosie, right? For a guy, yeah, peace, Grey Fox. But for a guy to sit there, what do you see in Kai Havertz that reminds you of Dennis Bergkamp? Because I'm not being funny here. That guy, right, is arguably the best player that ever played in the Premier League. And you know why? Because he could use both feet equally. He had control like Zidane. He had a touch like
it was poetry, like
Henry,
emotion.
Poetry. This guy looked miserable as bro. Ask Lion, watching him up. This guy always looked miserable, but on the pitch he just played like he was happy, bro. He was, bro. This man did the Matrix before the Matrix. He went one way, the ball went the other. They met on the other side of the fence.
I remember watching that match as well.
Yeah,
I remember watching that match.
When he spat,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, did he actually just do that? I was like, no, he's taking the piss.
Man, I'm not lying, innit? Even to this day, you have never seen a goal in the Premier League even remotely close to that.
No.
Not even close. Not Hazard, not fucking Salah, no one. You name me a player who actually flicked the ball one way, completely round the defender. He ran the... Bro, that defender was baffed. He didn't know whether to go left or right.
He didn't know what to do.
Bro,
And you know the mad thing about that goal is, the ball was literally behind him, and he had to literally turn his body and then flick it.
He said it. That's
literally how he had to do it.
Watch the Centurions DVD and he talks about that goal, bro. And he talks about how he didn't actually mean to do it that way because he tried to control it, but he ended up flicking it. Dennis Bergkamp was a bad man, bro. Don't compare Dennis Bergkamp to Kai Havertz.
Nah, there's levels to this, man.
Get me, bro. Levels.
Come on,
bro. You know when they say they're not even in the league? You know they're not even in the same sport. Like literally, you play football, like you play soccer. You know they're chalk and cheese, bro. But how could like
Kai Havertz is nowhere near Giroud's level, let alone Bergkamp.
Bro, that's like comparing.
I'm telling you now,
bro. That's like comparing Zidane to Madison.
Yeah,
it's just like, and like what? Like where did you even see that? Not the Flying Dutchman, a giant German can't jump. Yeah, well, the thing is, that's what giraffes do, isn't it? They use their necks. Then again, Rosie calls me a giraffe, so you know. You look miserable. You got the same look as bum shaking Arsenal fans when City won 2-0. Oh, Rosie's being cheeky, you know. All right, naughty Rosie. But yeah, okay.
We got
And,
Rosie.
so, yeah, and again, I put the link in the chat a couple of times. Please, big up to Lion as well. Thank you for coming on. I know I dropped it on him a bit late, but I wanted an Arsenal fan to come on and please drop this guy a like and a subscribe. He's a real dude.
No, blessings for having me, man.
Yeah, no, come on, my guy. You know what I mean? You know you're always welcome. The Assemble says the problem with Arsenal fan base is there are too many hyped young supporters who know minimum about Arsenal's history and throwing about names for shock value. I hear you. That's quite true because that's because maybe you're right. Maybe because if it's banter's all they got because maybe they're not old enough to see when like Arsenal were winning proper trophies. They don't know about the good. That's the thing about modern fans, man. All about narratives, man. All about narratives. Now, now let's get back to the conversation, right? And all banter aside, forget the other fans for a second. Just you as an Arsenal fan, do you now feel this is all over now? That the title race is done? It's
it's done. It was done weeks ago. Right.
Well, you're the first person, bro. You're the first person I've heard say that.
Yeah. For me, it was literally done after the Villa game because I literally said it on my channel that the title's done because I was saying from when we got the draw at City, I was saying from now on we have to win every single game to the end of the season. And if we drop any points, the season's done. And we lost to Villa, and I said literally then the season's done. And it's only because over the last couple of weeks we've been playing before City that we've had that little glimmer.
I think that's been done deliberately, by the way.
Sky Sports, it's literally done that deliberately.
Oh, over to you, Arsenal. Like all that crap. It's just like.
But the thing is, they've always had that game in hand over us throughout that whole time. We just kept on winning, and they just kept on winning. I mean, the game in hand came today, and they won that, so it's done. Like West Ham ain't doing nothing at the Etihad.
Bro, they're gonna get slapped, bro.
Like, they're on the beach.
Moises on the way out, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're on the beach. Out. You know what I mean? It's done. It's done, and it's another season again with no title, fam. Another season where we could have won the title and we didn't. Another season of failure, bro. That's what it is.
Wolfie, that chat I sent at 1:09 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying like because I just pulled. I mean, I said something earlier, just saying like it's this all happened and the reason why you're seeing this, I'm saying is because it takes away the accountability from what happens to the Villa game because your Arsenal were flying high. They were not conceding goals. They were, especially at home,
they were slapping teams, bro. They
for fun.
25 goals in like was it 4 or 5 games? Like you guys were blitzing
and you let a struggling Villa or Arteta or whoever let a struggling Villa put 2 past y'all clean sheeted. I just and now they
played them off the park in that second half, man. They really did. They played them way off the park.
But the thing is, that manager, he purposely tinkered with that team because he was focusing on Bayern Munich, and that's the mistake that he did. Because I was like one of the first people saying that I pray that he doesn't do that because if he doesn't do that, it could be a sticky one. And the fact that he put Zinchenko in that team, he put Jesus up front, and he put Kai Havertz in midfield, I was just like, boy,
I know.
This is just gonna go all wrong, and then it did, man. We got peppered in the second half. Like it could have been 3 or 4. Like I think they hit the post about 3 times in that second half. Like I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. It was mental. Like, and I knew from then the title was done, man. That was it, man. Like because he tried to focus on Bayern Munich, and then he lost anyway. So he pretty much killed the season in that 1 week. Well, I mean, after we was flying.
Well, that's the thing that kills me about because you know that Villa game, right? That he showed a very distinct lack of tactical awareness because Unai had worked out his system, and they were breaking on you mans like lightning, and you knew it was gonna go wrong because you could see by the game it was gonna go wrong, and he just didn't do anything, bruv. And the thing is, right, the thing that actually bakes my noodle about him the most, his substitutions.
Bro.
I'm not even gonna, bro. When he makes them, sometimes it's a joke. Who he brings on, sometimes it's a joke. Right? How is, bro? Trossard's been your best player, and that man still holds bench.
He gets taken off every single game, you know.
Game.
Even when he scores, he gets taken off. But Saka can stay on for 90 minutes and stinking out the game all the time. Like this is the problem. This is literally the problem, bro. Like he has his favorites. You know what I mean? And his favorites can do no wrong. Like Kai Havertz is a favorite of his because he spent all that money on him. So he knows he has to make that work. Because you took a risk by paying all that money for a guy that flopped at Chelsea. Yeah, he won you lot the Champions League, fair play. But other than that, like he done nothing else, if we're being honest. So you took a risk on him, yeah, instead of buying a striker that we actually needed. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you have to make it work, man. And if you don't make it work,
Big
your
up
job's on the
Chelsea
line.
Blue.
And
Mhm.
that's the thing. Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah, man,
Big up
it's
Yeti as
crazy,
well.
man.
Big up
Yeah,
the
big up
long-haired
to
one.
Yeti, man.
The
It's
long-haired
mad,
one.
bro. But I've just had enough of this manager, bro. Like, I said it all season. If he don't win nothing, no trophies, nothing, he needs to go. So he needs to go.
Mhm. You know,
Like,
Chelsea Blue.
I'm done with him.
Chelsea Blue is really like it says. Arsenal really is hated in London. Fulham, Spurs, and now West Ham may give City 9 points. When you think about it, Arsenal should know London was never helping them. That's a fair point, mate. Because I'll tell
Yeah.
you one thing. Chelsea Blue touches on the point is there is one thing that London is unique for in the world of football, right? And that is that there is no city in the world, footballing wise, more competitive than London, right? Nearly half the teams in the Premier League are from London.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Longhaired Yeti says no one has a clue about no, he has no clue about tactics. Arteta like for subs. Maybe why don't you give him a game-changing bench? It will show what a fraud he is. Well, the thing is, I'm not being funny. I think
Facts.
Yeti's just touched on the point in the sense of like, when you look at how he handles games, you can tell the guy hasn't got quality. So that's it. Big up
Yeah,
Chelsea Blue. Appreciate the support, my blue brother. Yes, of course, 100%. Big up Chelsea Blue. If you have a channel, please let me drop it in the chats, and we'll share it out. No problem. Like for the subs is always a sign of a bad manager. Yeah, like obviously Lion just said he's got his favorites.
Yeah.
He has his favorites. Rosie always. This is the assembled and magic smiley face. Well, so I'll tell you what, and I'm gonna we'll get move the conversation on now. What's next? Hang on. In the clock end, Arsenal fan, big up. How you doing?
Big up.
We have new face. We have nobody else to blame but ourselves. Arteta moved us backwards against Villa at home when we were in a cycle. Once again, we counted for failed back to the league titles enough, and it's now enough is enough for F's sake. Well, yeah, considering you've been put in exactly the same position twice, and you've been overhauled twice by the same team twice for the same reasons twice, because you can't finish your dinner at home. Yeah, it's peak. And I'm not being funny. I'm not taking the Mickey because obviously we're not in much better position or any better position for that matter. And it's not, but it's just
No, you're right. You're right.
But no, you know what? You know me, bro. I'm a real guy, and I'm just gonna sit there and say, like, how did it get to the point where our clubs are so shameless and stupid? Don't get me wrong, like as I said, like it happens in your fan base, it happens in my fan base. Like we do have some donuts, bro. Proper donuts.
There's loads of our fan base.
You know, I'm more donuts than a Homer Simpson lunchbox.
Yeah.
I'm not even taking the piss when I say that. Do a game about 6 tomorrow if that's cool for you, bro, and hit all the likes and subs for Wolfie. Oh yeah, bro, I'm there. If you want me there yet, man, just send me the StreamYard or whatever, and I'll be there, my guy. No problem, man. You know, I'm all about just like friendship and love flex. You get me? If we had a top striker, I truly would believe beating Man City at the height they were there for the taking. Well, I'm not being funny. You guys, like we were just saying a minute ago, goals shouldn't be your excuse because you went through what 5 or 6 games where you guys scored a minimum of 3 goals. So saying now, like you didn't have enough goals in the team? Or how many? What you guys have got nearly 70 goals, right? 80 goals, right?
I think so.
Well,
I just
I'm
got
not.
only 28 conceded. That's
Well, I'm not being
thought
funny. I guarantee you, when Leicester won the league, they didn't score that many goals.
Mhm.
So
there's no why do you think if you had a top striker, you would have beaten City at the Etihad?
that's what I'm
Arsenal
asking.
didn't. Arsenal didn't get a shot on target because you didn't attempt to attack. You didn't cross the halfway line.
Didn't you something happen at the Porto game when you played in Portugal?
Yep, played counter,
And it was
then,
what?
then Porto countered the counter.
There were shots
I
on
think the
target.
biggest Arteta's done a brilliant job to get Arsenal to this point. But I think the biggest problem stopping Arsenal from winning the league
Oh yeah,
is
and Porto
Arteta.
hit the post, by the way, in their home game. Let's bear that in
Good
mind.
enough to challenge, but not to win it, type of thing.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is Arteta.
Well, what do you think the biggest problem Arsenal have is then? Yeah, I'm there yet. So what do you, Brian? So what do you believe is the biggest problem then, Brian?
Arteta gets, I mean, like, brilliant for him getting them to this point and everything. It's amazing, but like, ultimately, Arsenal are now good enough to be winning these things, right? Or at least be in the conversation. Arteta can't get them over the line. You get a manager that can.
So you're saying he's a mirror of Poch, basically. He's the guy before the guy.
Yeah, I've been saying that, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Because a lot of managers can't even get to this stage of challenging for titles.
Look. As Chelsea as a fan base and as a club, we've thrown away so many top class managers, bruv. It's just literally, who do you get in to do the job? Who do you get into? Well, that's how the Chelsea model used to be. You used to come in, win, and that was it. It didn't matter about how you done it. You just won. Because that's why they gave Roberto Di Matteo the job. Was when he got us to come back in the Champions League. Bruv, there was no way in hell that guy should have got the job after that. But
you knew it was going to happen, though. You're gonna
you knew it.
Champions League.
The thing is, the problem with what Di Matteo had was he helped the dressing room, but was still a part of the dressing room and not a leader of the dressing room. So when it came to actually leading Chelsea for a season, instead of just galvanizing the players like he did time before, when he was just a caretaker and related because he was a legend, it was more, oh, you have to be a top manager now. Oh, guess what? You're not. Question from Chelsea Blue. Do you think Pep has dominated so much top class coaches? Do you want to come to England? Even Klopp is tired. Once Klopp leaves, Pep will be the only manager in. Well, can I just say one thing about it? I'm not being disrespectful. The amount of managers I've come and seen, Claudio Ranieri beat Pep.
Yeah.
Think about it. Claudio Ranieri beat Pep. Antonio Conte beat Pep in his first season. It can be done. I tell you what,
exactly.
That's an Arsenal mentality, because I know all the Chelsea fans, when we come up against City, we can take stuff off of them. We took a Champions League off of them. We took a league title off of them. And the only reason why, as far as we're concerned, we've been so bad is because the British government for the last 2 years. What's everyone else's excuse? We don't fear City how everyone else do.
Yeah, and another thing that they're forgetting, when we won that FA Cup, we beat Pep in the semi-final. So where's their excuse then? And that was under Arteta.
And by the
so
way,
where's their excuse then?
Right, and if you want to talk about a coach that dominates world football, I'll take Ancelotti over Pep any day of the week. You know where? Because
Ancelotti's a bad man.
Bruv, that guy's been sourcing off and on for 30 years. And guess what? Yeah, this guy has managed the best clubs in the world. Juventus, Milan, Chelsea, Real Madrid. All the names you can fit. And guess what? Every single team, you can track their success even through Ancelotti, even when Pep's been there. Why is it that Ancelotti was able to get Bayern Munich to a Champions League final when Pep couldn't? At Bayern, they hate Pep. They love Ancelotti, but they hate Pep. And guess what? What? Sorry, GPT.
No, just quick question. Isn't even Ancelotti, is he still connected to the Brazil job?
As far as I know, no, because he signed a new deal at Madrid.
No, I think he's still staying at Madrid.
Still, man, to be considered for that job, though.
And he could win another. This is a guy that's
set. Probably win the Champions League again.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Dortmund aren't going to do nothing against Madrid, bro. Dortmund, we are 5 to 6 players away required to the next level last season. Well, I'm not being funny. You've got the best defense in the Premier League. All your team is really lacking. And I'm not being funny. Your midfield and your defense now are second to none. Who can match up seriously, right now, right, in terms of a trio with midfielders? Who can bring out a better midfield than Arsenal right now? No one. We got Enzo, Cancelo, and Connor. Because a lot of people would still say, Connor, Enzo's a bit, Cancelo's a bit, like Rice, okay. Imagine if Arsenal had Rice, Partey, and Odegaard the whole season. Mentality isn't players
we've
is
not had that
Arteta.
all season, to be fair.
Well, yeah, well, this is what I said at the beginning. Is believe it or not, when I was with that having that chat with Matty in January about this is the massive dream you guys were. Because realistically, can anyone actually tell me why Partey wasn't playing? Just asking. No one striker will score 20 goals plus under Arteta and his system. That's because his system is not accommodated to a striker. It's accommodated to pressing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And the thing is, when you got a pressing forward, he's got to sacrifice pressing for goal scoring because you're the one recovering the ball. You're the spearhead. That's the problem. How can you create a winning mentality when you piss away the cups and bottom the league? Well, boy,
Facts, bro.
Arteta is the Spanish Brendan Rodgers. Well, you can't really say that because Brendan Rodgers won trophies. He won the FA Cup at Leicester, so you can't actually say that because he actually equals Arteta's trophies. Longhead J says it's down to Arteta, DJ Crane. He can't motivate the light bulbs aren't working. Well, there you go. Are the young squad ever going to grow a winning mentality? Well, bruv, our squad's younger than yours. We got to a cup final. What's your excuse? Brendan Rodgers has to manage Celtic to win the league. I have no time for him and Celtic. Wow, that's getting personal with Brendan Rodgers.
Right.
Arsenal fans will only win the Prem if you listen to their fans. Oh, dude, I don't know. There is something fishy going
Only
on.
the real ones.
You know what it is? You know the fishy ones are assembled. It's the smelly underwear of all the Arsenal fans that were bum shaking at the Tottenham Hotspur Arena today. Right.
And the ones that were twerking online as well.
Well, I was just about to say, because the other thing I'm about to lead on to, which is another relevant point before, like I'm not being funny. You may say it's Pep dominance in England, but that's because obviously bad management from a lot of the teams. And if you want to see bad management and in its nutshell, look at Man United over the last 10 years. All they've done is drop, literally. The piss as well, by the way, because it's fallen on the fans' heads now, apparently. Them and their one star.
I saw
food
that
rating.
video, boy. That was literally pissing it down, man. It was
Bro,
crazy.
you know what the dope thing is? These mans, they're supposed to be one of the best one, and they got a 1-star food rating.
I'm not surprised.
Their team should get a 1-star food rating too, because they suck. Anyway, but are we now both at the point where both teams want new managers now? Because I already know what the Arsenal fans are gonna say.
We've been long overdue a new manager. Where you guys have had Poch for like a year, so it's one of them. But we've had this guy for 4 years, stinking it out year after year, man. Like it's like it's like having cheese for too long; it goes stale. You know what I mean? This guy's gone way beyond his sell-by date, way beyond it now. It's that bad.
That is shocking. I would never ever support the sheep shagging bastards, no matter what the situation. There's a bit of comedy to this bitch. I got 2 stars when I sold him hot dogs for Mr. Oh my days. We're talking. Oh god, we're not talking about dogs again, Rosie. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
is it called Win, Rosie? Is the dog called Win?
Well, where?
I don't know, man.
Well, put it so I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Nah, man, I still think, man, it was the salty beef that rejuvenated you lot, bro. The bar pit, I swear, bro. If there was an Arsenal PR man and I sat there and I saw that on my day, I'd be like, go and give me another picture. Just go and give it, whatever you do. Just do not bring me. Man's getting fed salty beef, bro.
Oh, bro. The PR is world class at this club, though. That's all I can say.
There you go. You'd be better off with Cooper, says the long-haired G80 to DJ Crane. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you, man. At least Cooper could be tactical. That's one thing I rated about him. Like, at least he could be tactical, bro. That's where you lot beat us at Stamford Bridge with Cooper, and gave Arsenal quite a hard run for their money, by the way, at the Emirates. So Cooper weren't a joke. He was a decent manager. So now I'm gonna ask you quickly about Arsenal. Then I'm gonna ask the Chelsea players coming down to it, because either way, I know it doesn't feel good for you, but you guys are gonna get Champions League football. Because I do think we're coming to the end now where I think we'll get Europa Conference. I don't think we'll get Europa League, to be honest. So,
you guys 7th or something, or 6th?
Well, Tottenham are for 5th. I think Newcastle are still 6th. We're 7th. So if we can, I think Newcastle will cough over the line and they'll keep 6th. And I think Spurs, they did their work early in the beginning of the season where they built up enough of a gap where they'll be all right. They're doing kind of like a Villa right now. They'll do
Yeah.
enough to keep everyone away because they've still got one more game. Spurs.
But it's
So-
Sheffield.
Yeah,
And
but
if they pull a miracle, because I thought they were going to drop points versus Burnley. I was like, maybe we can actually sink into fifth. But of course, it's going to be a lot to ask from Sheffield.
well, this is what I'm saying. It's
Mm-hmm.
tough either way. It's tough either way. And
Oh, yeah.
and I want to know, like, from everybody else, like, what that needs to happen. And I'll start off with Lion because obviously the three of us share a club, so it'll take 8 longer. So, what do you think needs to happen with Arsenal now, other than Arteta going? What else needs to change?
We need to get rid of a lot of the dead wood. Like the 2 Manchester rejects need to go. Axel Foley needs to go. El Neni. I mean, that all them kind of players, them fringe players, even Smith Rowe, all of them guys, they all need to go. Getting some proper quality players. You know what I mean? Like get a striker. That's the number one priority. Get a proper striker. But we can't just rely on Kai Havertz up front all the time. I mean, we need a striker. Get rid of Jesus. Like we've already got Trossard, so we don't need Jesus. Get rid of Jesus. I mean, get backup for Saka, someone to compete with him, and get backups in practically all the positions. We need another midfielder as well. I don't know whether Partey is staying or not, but we need another midfielder anyway. Someone that can play alongside Declan Rice, so we don't have to have Kai Havertz for half a season next to Rice getting exposed. You know what I mean? That there's so much work that we need to do in this club for it to get to that next level where we could get over that line. Because right now we're just falling short. Like every single season, we're just falling short. We're never getting over the line. It's about time we get over the line now, man. Because I'm just sick of waiting. Like it's been way too long now, man. It's time. You just got to do it, bro.
JPT, because we're both gonna get European football, but realistically, this season's had a bitter taste. Chelsea or Arsenal? What's your take, bro?
I want to see if it might not be a popular opinion, but if Poch wins out everything and then does get European football, if it's true that the players are backing or like him as a coach, and if they would fight for him. The problem, you know what the problem is? Even if he stays, the same issue is still going to persist with the ownership, because I don't think that the model, the under 25 model is really going to change. So if we sack Poch, are you ready for De Zerbi?
Oh man, not another hype man, bro. Not another
Brighton man.
Bro, no,
You don't
man,
love Brighton people, isn't it?
I'm saying,
no, this
Brian Chelsea
Well,
Albion, man.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. If I had to give the choice between Arteta and bloody De Zerbi, I'd still take Arteta because at least he's got more certain experience that bloody De Zerbi hasn't. And I'm not gonna. I know Brighton have had injuries, but yeah, I'm not a De Zerbi sexual, bro. No, thank you. Like Brighton, they've been good at times, but and I appreciate they've had loads of injuries, but nah, man. I think the Brighton team that was there last season was good, but obviously they had loanies. People have been bought. They ain't the same team, man. They're gonna do a Southampton. They're gonna plummet sooner or later, bro. They just sold all their quality, and now they're just gonna go boom. Watch, you give them time. It's not started to happen yet, but it will. Well, it has actually. But yeah, so Prime, your verdict on Chelsea, man. Like, what needs to happen next? Now you've already said about getting rid of Poch. Like, what else needs to happen? Like, for your view, like, because obviously you said we've got a good squad. Like, what do you think needs to happen?
We have a basis of a good squad.
Well, elaborate, my friend. That's why you're here. Like, I want to hear what you got to say.
There are players that we can, our positions, I guess, we can improve on. Get me an experienced striker that's reliable in terms of scoring goals. Get me a quality, experienced left back. Get me an experienced centre back.
Thiago Silva going as well.
Debatably, you can say get me an experienced winger.
I would hope left.
and I think we're good to go. Along with a new manager, like it looks like if Poch goes, we could get De Zerbi. I don't think that's the worst idea. I'll be real. Like a lot of these
No,
players
that's opinions,
seem to
man. You
suit
can
his
say
style of
say
play.
what you
He's
feel,
not my
bro.
first choice. He's not my first choice at all. But like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of our players that we have does seem to suit him. And in terms of him being here for a couple of years to develop these young players, I don't have a problem with that per se. So as long as we make the right signings, and
All
yeah,
right.
as long as we
So
make the right
if it's not about winning now, Ian, in your mind, when does it become about winning? In a couple of seasons, what do you think needs to happen in this Chelsea squad to
depends
make
what
us
you mean
winners?
by winning. If you mean winning the league,
Competing on all fronts, bruv, like how we used to, bruv.
if
Being
you mean
proper
winning the
Chelsea.
league, if you mean winning the league, then that's going to be like that might take a few seasons. If you mean
I agree.
winning the trophy in general, we can do that next season. We're in
All right.
Europa. Well, you might be in Europa or Conference League next season. Go win it. There's no reason why we can't win it.
Mm. Fair enough. For me, as I said, the biggest killer this season for us has been fitness and injuries. Like even up until 2-3 weeks ago, like, I don't know, well, a week or two ago, like we had 14 guys out. Right, and even when we started the season, we had guys out for 4, 5, 6 months. The Cuckoo, Lavia, Reece James, Chilwell, they've all hardly started games, and that's supposed to be our first team. Let alone oh man, it's been peak, man. We need to actually get this squad sorted, fitness issues sorted,
True,
medical
but I
staff need
also
to be
want these
sorted.
players to be used properly as well, bro.
Oh no, I hear
Bro,
you.
these players also need to be used properly as well. That's why I want Poch
bro.
on, because we don't trust him to utilize these players properly.
I'd never trust anything Spursy. I'm not like we've just been talking the whole stream, bro. I don't trust nothing Spursy, and Poch is certainly Spursy. So I can't. All I'm going to be saying is exactly what I've been saying all year, because I said from day one, you man both know this. I've been saying Luis Enrique would have been my choice. Not why would I go to Poch? The
He's
guy
a much
before he
better
came,
manager.
bro. He's far superior.
Yeah.
And what people were talking about Pep's Barcelona, the last Barcelona to do a treble wasn't Pep's, it was Enrique's. So this myth
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
Pep,
MSN, isn't it? Yeah,
bruv,
MSN as well.
this myth that Pep dominates football. No, he doesn't. The manager that dominates world football is Carlo Ancelotti, and he's got the European Cups to prove it. Prove me wrong. It's just because like the Premier League is so badly managed, and the money spent in it. It's just everybody else looks like clowns. That's why Man United squads, their squad's worth what as much as ours, and they're a joke.
Yeah, it's
Keep
true.
it, bruv. Have you got these 900 million pound squads and these guys can't pass out from defense into midfield. Bruv, I was watching you lot with Raya the other day, bruv. Like when you guys were playing Spurs and they scored. That's because Raya fucked up and he was an idiot.
Yeah.
What were you doing? Like I swear, bruv, when I watched Raya kick it out to who was
Honestly.
it? Was it Madison or someone like that? I swear it was like I was getting Sanchez with Concedo flashbacks, bruv. I was just like, wow, like, what's this guy
Yeah,
doing?
he kicked it literally straight to him.
Yeah, he just
And they just had
booted
the
it to him,
tap in.
bruv. You know what? It reminded me of actually. It reminded me when Sanchez booted it to Declan Rice, and you guys
Yeah,
scored
they
against
just slotted
us.
it. Yeah. It's
Donutry,
more or less the
bruv.
same thing.
Bruv,
It's more or less the
donutry.
same thing.
Full on donut science, bruv. The art of donut science is mad. Chelsea, Newcastle, and Newcastle. Sorry, on note. United won't have such bad seasons. No, United will, because their problem. That the thing is, the reason why I agree, Newcastle were down to injuries and suspensions. We were down to injuries and bad management at the beginning of the season. It's got more steady now. It hasn't improved. It's got more steady. We've won some games, but to be honest, I would say out the three teams, the biggest threat's going to be Newcastle, because they've already got half a team, and they're closer to what. Well, they're above us, not by much in the league, but that's because they've missed their best midfield man, and their main striker's been injured a bit this season. But realistically, if they get it right, they're going top four, easy top four, because they've got the only striker realistically in the Premier League that everyone would take right now. There's certain people are like that on Haaland, but everyone would take Isaac in a drop of a hat. I would. I'd love for that
Yeah.
guy to be up
Healthy
there.
Isaac.
Yeah, healthy. Yeah, but bro, we can say the same thing about Nkuku.
Yeah, no, I know.
What? Yeah, I know. Like, and goes back to what Prime was saying earlier. Like, can Nkuku still? How have we had this guy for nearly two years and we'll still say, can he do the job? Bro,
He's barely
this
played.
deep is, bro. This deep. We've had this guy signed for us for nearly a year and a half. He's not started a game, bro.
That's mad.
How much we pay for him? 55 mil, and we did it 2 Decembers ago.
It's not as bad as the Fofana deal because how many games has he seen?
Bro, the French
And
Harry Maguire,
and he was more expensive.
the French Harry.
I actually
Bruv,
forgot you still had them, you know.
Bro,
I ain't seen that guy.
I
in
don't.
years.
I see
Bro,
Sasquatch
exactly.
more often. Bro,
Yeah.
This guy
Bruv,
relies.
I see more Haley's comment than I do a Wesley Fofana, my guy. Stargazing. I might see Wesley go past. It's peak. It's peak. I'm not gonna. That's why I say I haven't come here to mock because there's certain things about my own club that I'll point at and laugh. I have to because I'll end up in tears. This guy and what's Wesley Fofana's wages? Like 300 grand a week, innit?
too damn much.
Really?
Bro, this guy's making nearly half a mil a week, and the guy hasn't kicked the ball in 2 years.
No, he's living life, man.
Bro, you
Fair
get
play
me?
to him.
Literally,
Fair play to him.
he's enjoying retirement.
He's enjoying himself.
When you go to work here and you get injured and you get signed off permanently, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're paying for the rest of my life, bro. It's peak. Right. So we're gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna call it a night because it's coming up 1 o'clock, and I've got to call my lady. So I'll tell you what. Again, I'm just gonna quickly put Lion text link there in the description and the chat. Please, Lion man, big up your. It's been a pleasure having you, bro. Please big up your channel, man.
No, thanks for having me, Wolfie, man.
Yeah, man,
it's been a pleasure, man. Because boy, after the crap that I've been seeing this week, bro. Like,
bro, don't worry. From a Chelsea,
I feel like I'm living on a different universe, bro.
Bro, it's madness, bro. It's pure madness. It's madness. I never thought I'd see the day, bro. And don't get, I've seen Arsenal and Spurs fans punch each other up as well. So it's one of those.
But it was only happening a few weeks ago. We only faced them, and that was happening outside the ground. They were punching each other up.
Bro, it's mad.
And now we're uniting. How does that even work?
NLB
no
United,
sense.
bro. North London Derby United. I can't believe it. Rips and Bloods and all that. Shameless.
Yeah, shameless, man.
But yeah, big up to you, man. Thank you for coming on. Please come on again soon, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
No, come on, no drama, man. No drama. Sub and like to this guy 100%, says Rosie. Big up, Latimus. You want to shout out your socials? Do your little thing as you always do.
Yeah. Latimus Prime. I'm on Twitter, Insta. Just follow me along there. I also appear here. Whenever we do usually it's Mondays, but I like that. Usually the podcast here every Monday, but typically it's once a week. Also on Sarcasm City. On Casually FC. We review and preview Chelsea games and stuff. We do Chelsea news on Lewis's channel. So yeah, just follow me on Twitter. If you want to know any stuff I'm doing or my football opinions or whatever. So yeah. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe.
Big up Latimus, man. He's a very intelligent, calm, and friendly dude, man. Big up Latimus, man. I'm lucky to have him come on my shows as much as he does, man. He's a very calm. We call him Notorious as a joke, like Notorious B.I., but he's a very calm guy, man. He's a very nice guy, and that's why big up Rosie as well, checking on him earlier. And of course, JPT, my partner in crime, my blues brother, my John Belushi. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah. Keeping it real, Chelsea. This is actually gonna be my last stream for I think until maybe start of next season because I only got 2.5 more weeks up before my big day. So I gotta put 100% focus on that. But I'm gonna be doing this for the last couple games of the season. So, but big up everyone here. Lion Tez was going to be on stream with you, my bro. You know, it's a celebrity type of stream today. We got the Notorious, we got Bob Marley, we got Bad Bunny, we got Tuchel, we got Steve.
Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, man says he's got onto a stream with Bob Marley, the Notorious B.I.G. and Thomas Tuchel. Wouldn't that be a show?
Russell Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Big up Oris for calling me that. You know, that's Oris's handiwork. But then I call him Money Mace, so we're all good.
I heard that.
DJ Crane says, "What big day? You're not following events." Dear.
As I put it, wedding day.
Man said Judgment
Day, boy.
Yeah.
Man said his ring bearer is going to be a T1000, bro. Man said Terminator 2 Wedding Day, aka Judgment Day.
She's terminating my freedom, man. It's over.
I hope your wife don't see this, bro, because she's gonna want my blood, you know. I know South American women are not, and they're not forgiving South American women, bro. They got the Latino blood in them, bro. They're not forgiving. They hold grudges.
They're not ramps. They're not ramps.
I know. You're gonna get me in trouble. But anyway, big up everyone. We're signing it off now. Thank you everyone to DJ Crane. You know, keep that. Was it London the Clock End, which used to be that was AFC Always. Big up.
Oh, it was. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was. Thank you, Rosie, for letting me know that. The Assembled as well. Big up Arsenal fans. The long-haired one was in the building, of course. Big you up as well. Rosie showing all the support and doing all the things she can for everybody else. Big up Chelsea Blue as well. Nice to see you around. Good to see new faces around as always. But people, thank you for your time, your efforts. Big up to Prime. Big up to JPT. Big up to Lion. God bless everyone. And we are out of here. Thank you.